ladies and gentlemen, I just have to do a super quick announcement thingy majiggy. The Jurassic World Evolution episode that I uploaded, I actually meant to upload this one because this one was what I recorded before the Spider-Man break. So I actually accidentally fucked it up. So you're getting 2 installments of Jurassic World Evolution this week. Conversely, due to the fact that it's Thanksgiving weekend and stuff, I'm not going to be releasing any other Saturday or Sunday videos. Yes, it's Thanksgiving right now in Canada, in case you were wondering. I know Americans have it in November. We have it at the beginning of October. So, just getting that out of the way so that you guys know what's up. Don't forget to be awesome and enjoy this episode of Jurassic World Evolution. Yeah. Maybe don't. Ah! Are any of the X-ray attacks in Mortal Kombat X actually survivable, or will all of them send you straight to the morgue?
A satellite watching from the sky, a beam of light. I am Electric Eye.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Jurassic World Evolution. And yes, as I'm recording this, I should be playing Spider-Man on PS4, but I'm getting kind of neurotic. I'm pretty sure I just accidentally logged into the wrong park, so we're gonna have to cut out this bit and move on and, you know, basically try and actually do the thing, because I fucked it up a little bit. But I've got some exciting news to tell you guys about, so without further ado, I'll see you guys on the other side of this cut. And we're back. Okay, let's try this shit again. So, for that exciting news I was talking about, I'm pretty sure I got a real job back again. Finally, back in the workforce. What am I potentially doing? I'm probably a shop bitch. That sounds way worse than it actually is. So basically, what I would be doing would be, it would be for a media company. So let's suppose that a gig's done and they need 20 laptops put on a shelf that is labeled, we'll say, LTP 101 to 120. Alright? And now let's say LPT-115 is missing. So I'd notice all of that and be like, hey, whoa, what happened to laptop number 15? And then they would tell me, oh, well, laptop 15 is, would end up being, oh, laptop 15 is taking a little bit longer to get here. It's gonna be a little while, apologies. That sort of thing. So basically I'm just organizing stuff. So now we're back on Isla Muerta. So I think what we're gonna do is that while we are doing Isla Muerta stuff, we are gonna give you a quick tour of the park, and I want to show you something that I can do now. Settings, gameplay. Am I not at 5 stars? I don't. What? I confuse. I'm very confused. Could be a glitch, but I'm supposed to be able to alter lighting conditions on the islands now. It'll be a while yet, but let's take a tour of the park starting over here. So we've got Agatha and Amy. These are the ankylosaurs that are here. And then we've got corythosaurs. I hang out with them. Corey, Cameron, Carol, Kathy, and that whole shebang. Now I don't have more because I also have Stella and Stacy. These two are Styracosaurus, relatives of Triceratops that are quite frankly cooler looking. I mean, look at that face! Look at that face! Now moving on, actually real quick, I want to show you something. Whoa! Check this out! View from the viewing towers! Looks so good. Sorry, I love it. I'm pretty sure I showed off that feature before, but I love it. Okay, so, I'm also going to pick up an entertainment contract.
I've got a new contract that would really help out the entertainment division. Shouldn't be a problem for a person of your skills.
Done and done. Alright.
Keep our guests safe. Not because they're worth it. Of course they are. Of course. I just don't want to deal with the paperwork.
Can't blame you for that. So here's Cinny, and Sandy, and September, and Shauna. You already know these guys are the Sinoceratopses that we used to get this island started. And Clara and Michael, the Crichtosaurs. And Dippy, the Diplodocus from the mission, you'll recall. The one that came in with Cryptosporidium. Fun times to be had there. And then, holy god, that's a lot of Dilos. We have, I think we have the full dozen Dilos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep. So we got Dana, Dahlia, Dark, who's hiding in there somewhere, Delphi, Dolly, Dame, Dash, Dax, Demi, and Debbie, and Dorothy, and Daphne. Yeah, you'll notice a theme. What's the first letter of the dinosaur's name? It's gonna be a name. And it's gonna be a generally female name, because all of the dinosaurs of Jurassic Park are supposed to be female, or Jurassic World. So, generally, female-based names. Of course, there's always going to be some exceptions, just because, but... Oh. Looks like we had the turf war here. Dahlia is running from Dame. Dame is asserting her dominance. That's a new thing that we have going on here. If a dinosaur's social limit is at the limit, so 12 Dilos, for instance, the Dilos will start picking fights with each other. Sort of. They're not true fights. They do that. They do their roar, and then they run.
We're doing the improbable, and you're doing the impossible. Thanks.
You're welcome. And of course, the Velociraptors. V, Vimy, Velma, Vixen, Valkyrie, and Vicky. They're not actually fighting. It's a nip and run. Vicky, spooked by Velma, the best of the Scooby-Doo characters in my opinion. Alright, so now we've also got some fossils out of the UK. Excellent. Let's set off another round while we get these in the hopper. Because I want baryonyx to be ready to go. So that's what we're doing now, is that we're getting the baryonyx genome up to 100% to appease Georgie, and then we should be generally good, at least for the time being. Actually, why don't we pick up another entertainment contract?
You're always looking for new challenges, and have I got one for you?
Please let me actually have the map mode, please. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it. We need to reach a certain amount of profit per minute. That's going to be slightly troublesome if... I don't think it's going to work. Because we can't add any more dinosaurs, and we don't have the ability to make the better genes that would make the dinosaurs more profitable on the island. Alas. But that's okay. Oh, and here's another thing. I'm pretty sure we already did this, but ride the monorail, anyone? My one complaint is that you only get the front car. I would have liked to have the ability to kind of get through the different cars in order to be like, hey, check this shit out. How schwankalicious is that? But, I mean, it never happened, but oh well. Can we see any dinosaurs from up here? We can. The guests won't be able to. Especially since if you go back, you can hardly see them. At least you get people up here. At least representations of people. Okay, what do we got? More baryonyx amber? Are you kidding me? This is gonna turn into a goddamn gold mine of baryonyx fossils. I'm sure we'll be alright. I mean, worst case scenario, we get a random ass sabotage that I've never had when divisions are this close to each other. When divisions are like, suppose you have science and security about halfway, but you don't even have security at 10%, then you will start getting sabotages, but that doesn't happen very often. But the sabotages really don't happen that often, and so far as I can tell, there are 3 kinds of sabotage in the game. One of them we actually experienced last time thanks to the security mission in Jurassic World Evolution. It's the one where the power goes out, where some rogue elements shut down 3 of your power stations, and you have to go fix-rate that in short order. The other kind you can get... Oh.
Financial security is almost as important as personal security.
Almost. As I was saying, so suppose you've got gates. I mean, of course you would have gates. Gates are how your ranger teams get to the enclosures in order to feed your dinosaurs. But suppose you piss off a division. They can force all of them open at once, and they won't close so long as they're sabotaged. Which means your carnivores are out, which would be a big problem, especially with... on this island, because we have 18 small carnivores. That helicopter's not going to be able to keep up with all of that, and people are going to die in that case. However, the third kind is also a certain amount of your dinosaurs being poisoned. As in, sick. Made sick with some things. That one personally gets to me the most, because it's like, hi! Who are you to poison my dinosaur's goats? Wait, we're not at... Oh, there we go. Who are you to be poisoning my dinosaur's goats?
Take this contract. It's a good one for both of us.
Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do.
The more buildings we have, the more chance to increase our revenue.
Oh, Ranger Station. Ranger Station. Ranger Station.
Thanks for helping create entertainment.
While it lasts, pal. While it lasts. There we go. Had to sort a few things out. Apologies for that. Why is that going down? Fun rating. I see. Okay, so let's investigate that and see if we can't fix that. Isle of Wight is depleted, so we are only going to be able to get fossils from Smoke Jack. That's fine by me. Sorry. Shopping needs to go up. However, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Oh, well, that would help a little bit, I would think. And both of the fronts that we would want fixed. I hate that the terrain constraints in this game are so... Yeesh. Like, could you not let me be at the same level as the train station so that I can maybe place that? No? Okay. No? Alright. Back on track. Fun is down here. What can we do to bolster that? What do we have? I don't know if we can do both, but we can definitely do at least one of them. Okay, so we got a restaurant. Come on. This is the only way for now. So just let me have this, please. Let me have this. Do not be making with the trouble. Please. Let's blocks. Come on. Ooh. That'll have to do the trick. Hopefully it does even. Overshot it a bit. There we go. Give me that, give me that. I'm sure at this rate we'll be in the clear. But there's a bit of a strategy I want to try. A bit of a strategy. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine the smokejack clay pits just for a little bit longer. A little bit over the 100% in order to have extra stuff from smokejack. You can probably tell where this is going. Okay, so let's see. Arcesaurus, Dino plushie, Dino stickers. Good enough for me at this point. 84%, 85%, 83, 89. Oh, you know what would be perfect there, now that I'm thinking about it? If we can make this work. A fast food restaurant. If we can fit this in... Yes! Yes! I think the fast food building is actually the smallest building on the island. I think your customer base is going to go down eventually. Just because this fast food restaurant over here is going to kind of take over. Speaking of fast food. Okay, let's see. Dinobot, Dino Feast.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you hungry or thirsty? Visit our new fast food restaurant.
Throw in a Dino Dish. And there you go. Whoops. Kinda overdid it a bit. Fun, thing, blah. Nice! Muerta is pretty set in stone. I think I'll try and keep that stuff too. Okay. So, the idea that I had is, if I build up enough stuff, I should be able... Oh. I basically do the same thing that I did for Isla Muerta.
Incoming storm.
10 seconds later, the storm's actually going to hit the island. but I'm gonna listen for the cue.
Ladies and gentlemen, our weather forecast has been updated.
Señoras y señores.
Okay, so let's double check. Comfort level for the Velociraptor is 80%. Yikes. And the Dilos, I believe, are 70%. Wait, why do I have 3 substations right next to each other like that? That seems a little bit silly, don't you think? Alright, I should snooze that. Ah! Check on the Raptors, because these guys could be problematic any second now. Yeah, see? I knew that was coming.
An opportunity has presented itself.
No.
Request acknowledged.
Acknowledging request for repair crew.
That's bad. That's really, really bad. Please, please, please stop. Please stop. Please stop.
En route to collect.
Just kind of give that raptor a light nudge. Vixen, don't be a bad girl. Vixen, back the up, man. Okay, I think we're good now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
Don't be f***ing around. Okay. I'm gonna do that one and keep that. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna do this. I'll sell that fossil. And then we should have a stockpile of stuff sizable enough for us to be able to really sink our teeth into Isla Pequeño. That's almost enough to pull us out of debt. Almost. Like,
You're a natural at this. But you knew that already, I suspect. Still, good job completing that contract.
I don't think they'd offer this contract to just anyone, so at least review it.
incubate a small Herbie, eh?
We are caretakers in every sense, so take care of the dinosaurs, our guests, and most importantly, of yourself.
Life lessons to live by right there. once that's done, we'll just mosey on. Mosey on out. Once it's done, of course. But we have baryonics now, so that's all that matters. All that matters now is that we have baryonics. And I intend, hopefully, to use it on Isla Tigana. So I kind of lost track of time, so... Okay. I think I'll just... might as well sell that. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna come in and need the space. Yeah! Just as I expected!
Controls reassigned.
I knew you were the person for the job. And as usual, I was right.
Confirming task.
Don't intend on sticking around for long, little guy. You're gonna be sold. Okay. You know what? I think I will try it.
Target is missed. Bring it around.
Fuck.
Good shot.
That's gonna make you fall down. So, next time you see me, we'll be on our way to Isla Tigana. I'll be seeing you guys there, but bear in mind, might take us a little while to get off the ground there. Here we are.
There was another island near here, where an amusement park was built over the bones of an abandoned one. Spared no expense, as Hammond would say. A biological preserve. Yeah, you may have heard about it. At least the stuff that wasn't classified.
Here we are.
One of your predecessors was in charge of this island. It didn't go very well for them. But here's your opportunity to succeed where they failed. You'll need to carefully consider how to make money if you want to turn this into a profitable endeavor. And you do. Trust me.
Well, here's the first thing we're gonna do. Demolish that, and demolish this. Now, I have heard, I need to find where this guide is, but I found this guide that claims that the Innovation Center you should not delete. Honestly, you probably should, because look at that. First off, 1.1 mil. That's enough, well, more than enough, almost. That's almost enough for us now. If we plan this out accordingly, it should be enough for us to... If we just get rid of this, because we don't need the track, I want to keep that monorail station around. Now, Operations Fossil Center. Build. Now, we're going to end up in the red again. But that's not but that isn't as bad of a thing as you might think, because we're quick. We can at least connect everything power-wise, and then get rid of the extraneous pylon here to keep us afloat just for that little bit longer. Now, We just need to wait until this fossil center is done. Now, fossil centers are where you store fossils that you're going to be keeping. Which is why I had collected all those fossils earlier. Give just a little more time. Watch this. We're gonna go from $4,000 in debt to almost $1 million right then and there. And with that kind of money, I can do something I've never been able to do on Isla Tacaño from the start before. Have a medium, potentially having a carnivore available right out of the gate. If I plan this right, I'm sure I have, I should be able to breed a Dilophosaurus. Should be able to. Now, can we get away with a Savannah banana? We can't get away with a Savannah banana. Done. Boom! There you have it. Right off the gate, right off the hop, we have a carnivore on Isla Tacaño. That is something that if you asked me the first time I had the first few times I had played through these islands, I would have considered that to be completely impossible, and you were talking out of your ass. But, as you can see, by the fact that we managed to do it, just realized something. I'm gonna need to... You know what? Since this is not doing anything, just shut it off, and then we're good. Now, like I said, we can piggyback off of this. We could go to the other islands, for instance, and once they complete their operations, like we go over to Isla Matanceros, for instance, and just mine some fossils and then come back, we would be able to get the money that we would need. And the nice thing about the Dilophosaurus is that the thing that separates it from the Velociraptor, which you might be thinking, why didn't you do Velociraptor when it's more popular, you would think, and when it's slightly more popular. Sure, it's slightly more popular, but they need more of their buddies, and they are more expensive. So the fact that I could get the Dilophosaurus to work at all, almost a miracle. That's something I wouldn't have thought possible. And actually, I have a different idea. Actually, I just had this idea. Damn! Damn. Shit! I should have done... I should have done Ankylosaurus now that I think about it. Actually, I remember now. But it won't be enough. I might as well just stick to what we have and focus on modding the Dilo. Wait, this is baryonyx we're talking about, right? Yeah, there we go. So once that's done, I should be able to turn this into a profitable endeavor. No problem. Won't take very long either. And because there are no storms on Isla Tacaño, I can actually afford to have the Dilophosauruses kept behind light steel. As long as you don't make them mad, you can afford to get away with it, basically. Once it's done, of course. So, what are your strategies for Isla Tacaño for new players? I imagine that at least a few of you guys who have played this game a few times before would have already been like, oh, I've got strategies here, there, virtually everywhere. And if you have not, if you've managed to get this park going without the use of without deleting the Innovation Center, how'd you do it? I'd be very curious to hear what you have to say. call this one Dax with 2 X's to differentiate it from the one on Isla Muerta. Now what we would need is we would need some cash. We would need to sell some stuff. And in fact, how long do you think it would take for us to get... What's our profit range? 5,000 per minute. Our income is 20,000 per minute. So in theory, if I do this right, may be able to drop down some goats and have that work out. I'm just trying to think of maybe anything else I could sell in order to speed this along. Because it's 200 grand. Wait, I know what we can do. Won't be needing this anymore. Or this. Or this. At least for a little while. Just until we can basically afford a live bait feeder to feed the dilo. That's all we would need. Yes? Yes. Snack time. Miss. There we go. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, now we'll build a gate.
With this contract, opportunity is knocking. Or around here, more precisely, roaring.
That's right, that's the other thing you need to do. Get contracts going.
I've received an offer that will definitely help the science division.
Notosaurus. I'm pretty sure that's an unlock requirement. I hate it when they do that. Yeah, it's the reward for doing confinement studies. My next item on the list will be a ranger station for old Dax here. I wonder how long Dax is gonna live. 97 times 2 though, because they basically doubled the value of the dinosaur lifespan. So she now has the equivalent of an old lifespan of 194, something in that neighborhood, which is crazy. Which is crazy high. That's typically a sauropod. That's typically what you would have for a sauropod. By the way, I'm not sure if I told you this guys before, but I really like the Savannah skin on Dilophosaurus. It just looks so good. Especially when the frill's out, it's all blood red and edgelordy. I'm not sure how else to describe it, man. What did you expect? Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that for now. However, one thing I am gonna do is I am going to do that twice over.
You made that look easier than it was.
So now power is cheaper on the island. We may not... We haven't boosted how much power we produce, but...
Another contract. Might as well give it a look, right?
But... Well, yeah, I know. You gotta give me credit where credit is due, man. I made do with a island 100 and like a stupid amount of money in debt. Almost $1 million. Like, you can't expect me to at least try my best there. Fossils. I could sell the fossils, the fossil center, but I'd really rather not. I'm gonna build a ranger station, though. If anybody's gonna give me a contract for that, that would be superb. At least in my opinion. Sorry if you can hear popping or cracking. That was just me cracking my toes. Sorry. But I think once we build the ranger station, we're gonna end the episode there, just so that it doesn't drag on for too long, like the last few episodes have. But I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. If you have any questions, comments, or any suggestions for series that I should potentially look into doing, I may just post like all of my games I have in my library that I may want to at least try to do something on. Ranger station?
This is a side hustle that we should get behind.
Oh, you suck. I mean, you don't suck.
Other than a ticket booth and bathrooms, I'm not sure what else is really essential around here. The dinosaurs, I guess. Anyway, the contract has a list of our current needs, so work from that.
Well, we do need a research center. And I am kind of tempted to get a research center on the island. But it would just slow us down, because it would put us back to square one. So I think I'm just going to stick with the ranger station. Stick with the ranger station. Come on. Thank you. Now, we ran out of juice for the innovation center, for the incubation thing again. Not necessarily a bad thing, but we can now afford full-blown. Hold on, how much power will we have left? Okay, so we will have enough to upgrade this thing back up to where it was. Come on. And there we have it. Ranger station built and ready to rock and roll. Which is good, because lordy lord knows if we run out of goats. If we run out of goats, I think we're going to be in trouble. Because the Dilo could cause a lot of trouble on this island. Especially since, by the way, we don't have an ACU center on the island. Uh-oh. But I'm not super duper worried about that. I wonder what science contracts we can pick up right now.
I'm doing what I can to help you. Do it.
No. We are not selling ankylosaurs. Come on. Give me enough for a success rate building so that I can leave. Please. Blocks. Come on. Oh. I'm pretty sure this is still off, so... So it's on now. But we would still need to attach it to another one in order for that notification to go away. Oh, god damn it. Fine. There we have it. Now we're basically ready to go. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and the fact that Dax is being a cute little adorable murder lizard. And as always, don't forget to be awesome.